I recently had an interview with someone who, when asked the question, why did you leave your previous job, I could see they got a little bit uncomfortable with that question and they tried to avoid it. So that raised some my curiosity, and it finally came to them saying that they were fired. Now, I could tell that it was not a very comfortable situation for them. They were a little bit embarrassed. But after going over the reasons why they were fired, I could tell that this was legit, and there was ways to work around it, because you might get fired for various reasons. If it's not criminal, there are ways to deal with that situation and get back on track. So here's some tips. If you're asked that question in an interview, why did you leave your previous job? And if it is that you were fired, this is how you go about answering that question. So I always say that honesty is the best policy. Be truthful about the situation. So explain to them what had actually happened. Own up to your mistakes, okay? And just be clear about how things were, played out. What you also need to then highlight is the learning experience, how you coped with this, what you gained from that, what is the positive that came out of that. So how you've actually improved or looked to improve whatever it was that you were fired for. Number 3, briefly explain the circumstances and the situation, but don't go into too much detail, okay? Number 4, you must not badmouth your previous employer. It's not a good sign. Even if it's not your fault that you were fired, it might have been a personality clash, whatever that is, it's not good to badmouth your previous employer for whatever reason. So stay away from that. And last but not least, if any follow-up questions come up, answer them to the best of your ability, but try and be as succinct as possible and close that topic. Don't make it an issue, okay? Follow these tips and you'll be fine. If you have been fired, if you're in the unfortunate situation that you have been fired, don't worry about it. There's ways to get back on track. This is what we're here to do, help you find your way. So just follow these tips and you should be just fine.